And now to discuss high-performance sustainable buildings and net zero, we're joined by GSA Sustainability and Green Building Advisor, Ken Sandler.
Well, thank you very much. When I started my career back 24 years ago in the federal government, a lot of people had never even heard of the term sustainability, much less green building. Now they've become such enormous buzzwords that you really can't escape them. But for all that we talk about sustainability and for all the tremendous progress that we've made, we're still an enormous way away from true sustainability of the federal built environment. So we really need to make a leap from what we're doing right now, which is we're building some great buildings, some showcase green buildings, best in class. We've been recognized, GSA has been recognized by the American Institute of Architects, top 10 green projects more than a few years in a row. 2014, we're in the 3 of them. So we need to make the leap from the showcase buildings to the entire portfolio, where sustainable buildings are not the exception, but the rule. So there's really a couple leaps that Uncle Sam needs to make here. One is what our Office of Federal High Performance Green Buildings calls from research into practice. Basically taking the best that the research community has to offer in terms of information on how green technologies are performing and getting that out to the practitioners in terms they can understand and apply, and making sure that it's getting adopted. The other leap that we need to make is basically, and this Uncle Sam's supposed to be leaping, but, oh, there he goes. But is going from, as I said, the status quo with all these impressive green buildings until it's actually, the way it is. That again, sustainability is not simply an exception, but it's the whole portfolio. And getting to these ambitious goals that the President has laid out for us and that we've laid out for ourselves. As Christy Goldfuss said this morning, we need to change how the federal government does business, fundamentally. Now, GSA has a lot to point to. What I'm showing here is, I think it's actually the first net zero energy historic building in the country. This is the Wayne Aspinall Federal Building and Courthouse, built in 1918 and updated very recently to meet the energy, climate, and client needs of today. Beautiful building. They basically got to net zero by doing everything they could think of and taking care of every detail. There's 123 kilowatt solar array on the roof. They lifted it up to meet the historic designation, maintain the historic character of the building. There's geo-exchange wells, and working with occupants on plug load. But one thing that GSA understands is it's not just about building buildings that are beautiful on the outside. That's what architects like. But it's really all about the workplace. And so the next slide shows a place that I imagine you all would like to work. It's the Federal Center South building in Seattle. It's an Army Corps building, GSA building that we built for the Army Corps. But I mean, just take a look. It's a large picture there. You don't even have to go outside to get your sunlight, get your biofix, get your greenery. And that's really what it's all about. The picture on the bottom, just a few blocks away, is our central office, 1800 F Street, also a historic building. And that we recently refreshed with basically taking employees from 3 different buildings and consolidating them into one in open office spaces. Even the administrator is sitting at a workstation like these. And all, well, most people have to check in. Basically, you're hoteling. You don't have your own desk, or you can telework. You can work from Starbucks. You can work from home. You can work from home. So it's really a different way of working. And that's the key point, is that to make this big change, the grand challenge is to change, not just getting all the new shiny technologies. We loved all these new technologies, the shiny new gadgets, but changing the boring administrative processes. So we need to get sustainability into our portfolio planning process. We need to get it integrated into our budgeting process. We need to get contracting officers trained, for example, on how to do energy savings performance contracts in ways that save the most money, as we're doing in our deep energy retrofit program. We need to get architects and construction contractors working together on teams, integrated teams, integrated project delivery teams, as a couple of projects I've shown you have done. We need to get energy and water savings part of our everyday, daily facility management, as we're doing with our automated GSA Link system. And so, the bottom line is that once the government learns to run like an ecosystem, that's when you'll know, when we're all working together in harmony to achieve sustainability, that's when you'll know that Uncle Sam has made that leap. So thank you very much.